Hello and welcome to another Nonsense Retrospective. I'm your host as always, Rick, and joining me equally as always is Devon.
Howdy hey!
Yeah, behind the scenes we were talking about Mr. Hanky for some reason. We're going to revive something that never saw the light of day. This is going to be our first published Nonsense Retrospective After Dark.
Sorry, nonsense.
Nonsense. Yes, so today is going to be our first Nonsense Retrospective. It was going to be a non-stop review because that was the other thing we were doing today. So,
but the thing that makes me laugh is that you never announced a non-stop.
No. And yeah, I know it's the other thing. Like, I know what the word is. It's not gone from my vocabulary. So yeah, we're doing a nonsense review after dark. We're doing some monster manual shenanigans. But before we get into that, let's get into our good old time-honored tradition of the nonsense asinine hypotheticals. And do you have one for me today?
I do. It's a basic bitch question, but so you'll have to forgive me on that front. But yeah, it's very simple. We're talking about D&D stuff.
Yeah.
So by D&D's own rules, not other media's, what would you prefer to be inflicted with, vampirism or lycanthropy?
I'm a bit of a furry, so lycanthropy.
Do you think you could control it?
I don't know, but if you get to choose which type, then I'll probably choose a type which aligns with my values.
No, you don't get to choose. It's werewolf.
Okay, if you don't get to choose and it's werewolf,
the question implied werewolf. Let's be honest.
Okay, yeah. Because were-rats are like vicious evil bastards, were-tigers are really cool, and were-bears are basically paladins.
I do like were-bears. I especially like the fact that they cropped up in Skyrim.
Yeah. They just crop up at one point. You can antagonize them and become one.
You can't become one. No.
Can you not become one? Oh, I must have had a mod. Huh.
I'm pretty sure it was a mod. It wasn't in vanilla.
Fair enough. But yeah, the obvious main thing is, do the companions become a werewolf? And then do Dawnguard, and they just purge werewolfness out of you.
Listen, I always become a werewolf as soon as possible because I really, really, really hated the disease mechanic.
Yep.
Well, that'll play Orgonian, I guess.
Well, true. I mean, you can always cure a disease, but yeah,
I can't be arsed with the hassle. The amount of until I become a werewolf, my fucking Skyrim Nord is like riddled with rickets.
Yeah, every time I talk to an alchemist, she goes, could be atraxia. But yeah, assuming I can control it would be lycanthropy, like the werewolf side, just because I'm a bit of a furry. And if you can't control it and you have to, give in to the requirements of the curse, vampirism is actually a very good one because you do essentially get immortality. So I think both are actually excellent.
Just don't become a turbo incel like Strahd.
Yeah. Strahd is like, he's a cautionary tale on how not to become that guy.
I mean, I sent you an image ages ago of a gender-bent Strahd, and your first comment was the amount of tables that would immediately give up the plot in order to just simp for Strahd is disgustingly high.
I know, right?
And it's just like,
Yeah. I mean, it's so bad when you get these... You gender flip an absolute monster, and it turns them from being unacceptable to somehow acceptable because of horny tables.
I get what you're saying. However, Ted Bundy.
Yeah, fair enough.
And even the fucking Night Stalker. These people were real human monsters, and yet they had thousands of mostly teenage girls, admittedly, so that not exactly necessarily world savvy, who are like, yeah, but he's hot though.
Yeah.
So this isn't an exclusively male problem.
Okay. It's not an exclusive male problem, but it's exacerbated in males.
Yeah. No, I think males, just because we're like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The patriarchy is a real thing. So therefore, we don't have to face the consequences of our actions quite as often.
Yeah.
I think that might be a part of it. Plus, incels are a fucking trope for a reason. They are disgusting subhuman filth.
And even normal guys are just horny.
Yeah, but normal girls are horny. You just gotta be like, I mean, I'm fucking horny more often than not, but I don't go around being fucking a creep in public. I reserve that for the Reddit forums. But yes, do you have a question for me?
Yeah, my one for you is, which monster from, well, whether it be this monster manual or the other ones that we're not covering today, would you think would wreak the most havoc on human society as it stands today?
Tarask.
Yep.
The problem is that it exists and it's just a kaiju, so...
I will give you a caveat then, is what is the weakest one that you think would wreak havoc?
I mean, I think even something as simple as an aboleth would do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Aboleths are like some extra planar bullshit. There was apparently one in Tomb of Annihilation. We never met it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's really annoying because, like, all you need is one in the sewer. It touches you with a tentacle, and if you're not a member of an adventuring party and just a commoner, you're fucking probably dead anyway. But if you survive it touching you, you then get this horrible curse where you can't function without constantly touching water.
Yeah. It's awful.
Yeah, it's fucked. But, like, you could probably even go lower. I think, I don't know, even in modern day society, orcs would probably be a big issue, especially if they had access to guns.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. We both know 40k.
Yeah, orcs with guns. Yeah.
Like, an orc would probably be the smallest threat that could probably be reasonable. Fucking trolls wouldn't be a problem, would they? Because you just fucking throw a Molotov at it.
Yeah, like, we know what acid and fire is, so we can always just produce one or the other. Like, you can produce fire in your house.
Like, my logic is going by fucking challenge rating, and I really think challenge rating 10 and higher is where you start having problems even for modern day, because challenge rating 11 is the Aboleth, as I mentioned. Don't ask why I know that. And fire giants as well, because they'd fuck shit up before you take them down.
Yeah, they would, yeah. Like, I think one of the things that is a real big deal is immunity to non-magical damage. I think the thing that you can only really say that, like, nuclear power is magical in the real world, really, I think.
I don't know, man. Could you imagine if listen, I would convert to Christianity in a goddamn instant if a monster came up and, okay, I don't believe any of this god bullshit, however, when their priests say their magic words, my gun can now kill them.
Yeah.
So fucking sign me the heck up.
Father Pete just goes and says turn undead, and then all these zombies just crumble.
Oh my god, Father Ted and Dougal in a fucking D&D campaign. Now Dougal, that goblin is very, very small, but that goblin is very far away.
It's a troll and very far away.
Oh my days, how come? That one's free. Any D&D YouTubers or fucking whatever the fuck comedy people, that one is free. Do it.
Yep. And if you're ever struggling for a character concept, just fall back on Father Jack. Like
that's the fucking insane alcoholic one, right?
Yeah. Curtains, carpet, gobshite.
I heard we're racist now, Father.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the worst part is everybody's on board with it. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Man, I should watch a full episode of Father Ted at one point.
We'll do it for sitcom month.
Yeah.
Spoiler for people in the future.
Yeah, we're meant to be doing British sitcoms, but we're definitely going to be able to roll Father Ted up into that.
Oh, fucking Irish and British television, like, you can watch both without any hassle, so I put it under the same umbrella. Don't lynch me, Irish nationalists.
If you're 150 years old, it's the same country.
Don't think anyone is, but yeah. But yeah, today we're going to do something a bit special, and I know it's normally your shtick, Rick, but I'm taking over for just a second.
Yeah, because it was your concept.
Exactly. It was floating around D&D memes, so I will give credit where credit's due. Someone was making short 1 minute long clips. However, they were just going smash, pass, you know, as you do. So today we're doing Monster Manual smash or pass.
Smash and pass them.
Exactly. I've got a timer on my phone for an hour, so we won't go longer than that. And basically, whatever letter in the alphabet we get to is going to be what we title the video. So you can probably already see how far roughly we got just by looking at the title. But yes, we're going to go one by one down the monster manual, starting at A, and we'll see how far we can get in an hour. Some basic rules, just so people are, who are playing along can do so. First and foremost, we are assuming that if the thing is not described as asexual, it has the bits that you like, just to make the question easier.
Yep, and they all pass the Harkness test.
They all pass the Harkness test, they can all consent, and that's exactly a key point in that the assumption is if you say smash, that consent is given, so there's no iffiness.
Yeah, they're all horny, and they're all interested.
Exactly, we're in Trials and Taint Space territory.
Yeah, oh boy.
But yeah, I think that's the general gist. What we'll do is we'll say smash or pass, and if possible, we'll give a reason as to why or why not. And yeah, Rick, if you don't mind, I'm going to steal your countdown.
Alrighty.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. We are starting with an Aarakocra.
Smash.
Yeah, I think I've got to agree with you on this. Like, it's just a birdman.
Yeah, it's bird person, and above all else, they ended up becoming a player race. Yeah. I think anything that is a player race should be smashable.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it's just a harpy with extra steps. Like, they're a bit more fit. They're basically a griffin, but standing upright.
Yeah. They're a griffin with more about them.
Yeah. They're also neutral good, so you don't have to feel too bad about it.
Yeah.
Alright, Right, that was a pretty concise first entry. Next up is, oh look, it's the thing we mentioned. It's an aboleth.
Yeah, it's fine. You can say that you just skipped ahead one page to find out exactly what the stats were. I think I'm going to have to pass because of how dangerous it is.
I'm also going to pass because unlike the other caveats, like it comes with the downsides. If this thing touches you, it's basically like it might be the best fuck of your life, but you're getting mega AIDS.
Yep. Like you're being basically claimed. Like if they lose interest in you, then tough shit. You're still stuck in their lair essentially,
also,
or in their dominion.
Yeah. Also, one of their actions is enslave. So, yeah, you'd have to again. Consent is implied, but they're gonna be rough probably. Let's be honest, not pleasant to look at.
No, it's a tube.
Yeah. But yeah, that's an aboleth. I think. Yeah, good call on that one. Next up is a bit weird because we've got angels, but that's divided into several subcategories. So I say we do the subcategories. Does that sound cool?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
First up then is a Deva.
I mean, smash. I mean, you can't get much more genetically perfect than an angel, can you?
Yeah, but weird Nazi territory wording it that way. But yeah, I got to agree with you. Like looking at the base image, like change it to a female.
I mean, yeah,
there's no secrets here. I like muscle women.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, we move on to the Planetar.
I mean, it's just the same as before, except their skin colour's a bit odd.
Yeah, we're all down with kooky skin colours.
Yeah, especially if you like tieflings, and I know you do.
Yeah. This one is green.
Yeah, it's absolutely a smash. So next up is a Solar, which gotta be honest with you, very much Escanor vibes from Seven Deadly Sins.
Well, we're slam dunking as we go. I think these are all smash.
It's just pretty people with wings.
Yeah, pretty people with wings that may or may not be attached. I mean, looking at the art, they all look like they're just like standing in front of a pair of wings that already existed there.
A little bit.
Apologies to the artists. But yeah, angels are pretty much a slam dunk. They're not only are they all good looking, they're all generally a reasonably good temperament and easy to get along with.
I mean, they're all lawful good, so...
Yeah.
And I know moral guidelines aren't necessarily strict, but lawful good means you're probably not going to end up having nasty things done to you.
No, unless you're a really awful person.
Well, yeah, but then at the same time, you're probably going to be like, oh, I don't want the good juice.
Yeah. And also, if you go around to their house, you get warped into the alignment of the plane that you're on, so you just become lawful good over time.
But okay. Next up's going to be a bit of a weird one. We're on animated objects, and first and foremost is animated armor, and I've got to be honest with you, if it has an artificial thing and isn't just assumed asexual because they're not really sexual beings, probably would.
Yeah, if it's got a personality, then yes.
I don't think they do.
Okay, like, generally not, but the requirements of the Harkness test is to be able to give consent, and consent implies a personality and sentience rather than just lumbering about.
Okay, but it's not sentient is the problem.
Fair enough.
It's just, as it says, it's an empty shell.
I mean, it's a shag doll, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I guess as long as it's got the correct attachments, then there's no issue.
Yeah, and ideally having at least a couple of soft parts, yeah.
Pretty much, man. That being said, the next two are very odd. We've got the Flying Sword and Rug of Smothering. Flying Sword is a definite pass.
Flying Sword is a circumcision, so yeah, that's a pass. The Rug of Smothering, I can see some people being into that. I'm gonna go pass, because I think it was more likely to try to kill you inadvertently.
Yeah, I get where he's coming from. I also agree that there's probably some people into that sort of thing, just sort of like rubbing against something that can smother them, but I'm also in the same wavelength in that ain't for me, dog.
Yeah, the good old sexual choking trope.
Yeah, but it's a bit different because it's not really choking if it's smothering.
Yeah. Plus, some people actually do go out of their ways to buy weighted blankets. It's something I've been looking into, but like they're a big amount of money to drop on something that's no good for you.
Yeah, well, apparently it's for it's designed for autistic people, isn't it?
Yes, that's what it's designed for, and then a bunch of non-autistic people have also just enjoyed having them. But also, as well as being expensive, it takes up a lot of space in the universe. So it's not like you can just stick it in a cupboard and it takes up less than a third of the cupboard.
I wouldn't know. I've never even seen a weighted blanket. That being said, you're talking to a dude who has a hug pillow, so I can't really talk.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, at least the hug pillow is useful. Like, you can just, like, cuddle up to it and it just, like, lets you do things in bed. Like, put your leg up. That sounded worse than it was intended.
It did, and I was just like, I'm just going to keep quiet and let him dig the hole.
No, dig up, stupid.
But yeah, that was animated objects. We're on to the Unkeg, which, no.
Yeah, I'm going straight to pass. Apologies to any insectoid listeners, of which I am assuming there are none, seeing as we're on Earth. But yeah, bugs don't do it for me.
I mean, I'm not going to outright say no based on bug, but this thing looks like a goddamn xenomorph, and it's just not sexy.
Its mandibles are bigger than people. No.
Yeah, fair enough. It'd probably be good if you're into vor.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think people who are into that really think about the real life logistics. But yeah, next up is an Azur, which appears to be like a fire dwarf.
Yeah, they're fire dwarfs as far as I'm aware. So yeah, I'm gonna go smash.
I'm gonna go pass, because I don't like the flaming hair at all.
It depends if they can control how hot the hair is.
But I just don't like the aesthetic.
Fair enough.
Next up, we've got the Banshee.
Yeah, I think this is probably going to be a smash, because not only are they former elves are always described as being like ethereally beautiful, and like seeing that with only a slight amount of beauty tarnished. Yeah, I think it's a good one. This one's said to have a horrifying visage, and yet the picture is still pretty fucking cute.
Yeah, I get you. I assume the horrifying visage is more of a psychic attack rather than an actual appearance thing.
Yeah. It gives you the fear effect.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd smash. It's just a ghost elf.
As long as you don't accidentally make her wail.
Well, yeah, okay. But I'll tell you what the other thing is like the art they've used looks just a little bit like Shadow Weaver without a mask on, and
it does.
Despite Shadow Weaver's allegedly horrific scarring, I kind of find her cute.
Yeah, like I just thought she was a dragon lady when she took her mask off, apart from the fact that she wasn't before she became Shadow Weaver.
Fair enough.
Like she looks more like a dragon lady than anything else once in that scene, you know?
Somewhat.
But yeah.
Anyway, next up we've got a Basilisk, which this version of the Basilisk, pass.
Yeah, this form is definitely a pass. I have seen basilisks who are very much head-pattable. However, this one, no.
Yeah, it's not for me. Also, it's one of those things where we're sort of going on the assumption that you can communicate even with the bestial-looking ones, but this one is too bestial for me.
Yeah, and from that we got the Behir, and I think that's pretty much the same thing going on here. It's got even more arms, or legs, or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like a very thin, less grotesque gaping dragon.
Yeah, which is also a pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. Although it does look like it would be very like slimy in kind of a fun way. But yeah, nah, dog, pass.
The next one we have is the Beholder.
For this one, we'll just do regular Beholder and not bother with Death Tyrant, because Death Tyrant's just a skull.
Yep.
I've got to be honest with you, I'm on the fence with Beholder because it depends on what the Beholder looks like, because, as we know, each Beholder is unique. That particular one, nah. But, like, Xanthar, or whatever it's called, actually looks kind of cute.
Xanathar is ridiculously cute for a Beholder.
Like, I'm just saying, if they were up for it, I'd be up for it.
Yeah. Plus, you know, they've got the tentacle action going on.
Fuck the tentacles. Like, as long as they can control that teeth action.
Yep.
Just saying. That being said, we've also got Spectator, which is just a small Beholder, and yeah, probably.
Again, most likely. Again, like we say, it's based on what each individual one looks like. On this particular one, maybe not, but you know, I can see some people getting off on the long tongue.
Oh, I could probably do something with the one that I use in the Monster Manual. Just saying. That being said, next up we've got Blights, which is a bit odd because the art they've got isn't very good.
Yeah, so it seems to be that these are essentially evil dryads.
Yeah, it does look that way because you got Twig, you got Vine, and you've got Needle.
Yeah, so Twig and Needle, I think, are too small and a bit too primitive in terms of...
Twig is small, Needle and Vine are medium.
Yeah, Needle, I think, would be a bit too spiky for anything to happen, but Vine is a maybe.
I think I would say pass on Twig and Needle, but smash on Vine.
Yeah, by saying maybe, it's probably a smash, isn't it? Yeah.
Next up, we've got Bugbears.
Yeah, they're just Wookiees with extra steps.
They are. Yeah. The women Bugbears, yeah, smash.
Yeah, totally.
Not much to say there, really. Hope they don't get too angry during.
And if they do, then, you know.
Let the Wookiee win. But yeah, next up we've got Bullet.
It's a land shark.
Yeah, it's going to be a pass from me, dog.
Yeah, it's just that bit too bestial.
It's, like, again, I think a vor fetishist would probably love this creature, because look at that mouth.
What that mouth do?
And unlike the insect beast, it probably wouldn't have to chew, and you could live out your weird fantasy.
Yep. Yeah, we're both passing on that one. Next one is a bullywug. It's a frog person.
Yeah, smash.
Yeah.
Like, the art isn't very good, but you say frog person, and I'm like, there are some decent-looking frog ladies in Amphibia.
Yeah, you get that frog smiling, and all of a sudden it's way cuter.
Not this particular frog, because it does just look like a frog that's standing upright, but...
Yeah, a little bit, okay. But yeah, we've seen how cute Kermit can be, and he's not even a very well-drawn frog.
No, God, no. That being said...
Especially when he's a puppet, yeah.
Yeah. That being said, we've done angels, now we should probably dip our toes into demons, giggity giggity, and we've got Cambion.
Our first demon, yeah. So this one is a human / incubi, succubi child, and it's basically an auto smash, isn't it?
Pretty much, man. Like, have you seen, what's her name, Vecna the Bloody from Warhammer?
Yeah, Valka, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Vika.
I forget how her... It begins with a V, she's got a fuck-off scythe, and she looks hot as fuck. And she pretty much looks like this, except, you know...
Yeah, she's basically a blood Valkyrie. It's great.
Absolutely. And I'm not going to lie, the tribal tattoos are really adding to the,
Yeah, the Darth Maul vibe.
Yeah. Like, you definitely have to be the bottom, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah. What'd that tail do?
Oh, it goes wherever it wants, I'm afraid. But,
Yeah, tail pegging. Yeah, there we go.
This next one's going to be really short. Carrion Crawler.
Pass.
Yeah, it's a fucking giant bug. Nah.
Yep.
Not even like a sexy bug.
Yep.
Anyway, next up we've got Centaur, which, if you go by D&D Centaurs, I'm actually going to say pass.
Okay, so I don't know the actual super specifics of D&D Centaur, but I'm going by at least tainted by popular culture centaurs, and going to have to disagree with you on this one and say probably smash.
Here's the problem. Where's the hole?
Yeah, and how many do they have?
Because
some of them have 2.
Well, that's Monster Musume logic, and you know it.
Yep.
Here's the problem is I think that centaurs in D&D world only have the horse end, and I don't want none of that.
Well, here's the thing. Depends how tender they are.
I don't want none of that.
Okay.
Also, I don't know what it is, but the tiger skin, it's weird.
I'm kind of into it, though. But yeah, this is our first disagreement.
I guess. I think we had an earlier one, but it was like minor because you were on the fence rather than straight up refusing.
Yeah, it was the vine blight, yeah.
But anyway,
we now move on to the Chimera.
If you could talk to it and convince it, maybe.
Yeah, I'm kind of also on the fence about this because it does look like just an animal with 3 heads. However, one of those heads is a dragon, and we know how freaky dragons can be.
That's exactly it. If it didn't have the dragon head, it would be an instant pass.
Yeah, like if it was very definitely a crocodile, for instance.
Yeah.
Then instant no. But the fact that it's a dragon,
Yeah.
So
we know how bards be with Dragusi.
Yep. That word. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I know. Listen. There's a popular word on certain areas of the internet which is bussy, and I fucking hate it. However, when you do it with other things, it's hilarious.
It's the reason why I can't take citrusy seriously anymore.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's like so in your brain, that's not something that has a hint of citrus. It's someone wants me to fuck a fucking a citron.
They want me to fuck a lemon, yeah.
Oh, I thought like the car.
Okay, a citron. He shagged a van.
Alrighty,
Man,
so
it just makes me think of Tight Lips in The Simpsons. Tell them to go fuck a lemon.
Wow, fair enough. Okay, so next up we've got a rather odd-looking creature, a Shul.
This is the closest thing to maybe that an insectoid can get for me, and yet it's still on the side of nope.
I think I've got to pass because it doesn't have eyes.
Yeah.
And that freaks me the fuck out.
I think it does. You see that little thumb thing that it's got on its head? I think that's where the eye stalk is.
Oh, okay. No, that makes it look 10 times worse.
Yeah, that makes it worse. Yeah.
Also, its legs aren't. My brain can't comprehend what it's meant to look like.
Yeah. Well, it's
so I'll tell you what it looks like. You know those little fuckers from Men in Black, the little fucking aliens that drink coffee.
Men.
Yeah, it looks like one of those, but it had like a shit ton of steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
A jacked prawn man. Yeah. I was already on the side of nope, and yeah, it's the more you look at it, the more it pushes you further into nope territory. Yeah.
I think if the head was different.
Yeah, if the head was uwu.
But yeah, next up we've got Cloakers, which much. No, pass.
Generally, no. If the face was uwu, then maybe, but no.
We've got to go by what we got in the monster manual to make it fair. Because no offense, if we looked up images for every single creature in the monster manual, I can guarantee there's an artist that's drawn them 1, sexy, 2, cute.
Yeah, cute monster girl version of Cloaker. yeah. I'll also agree with you on that, of a nope on the Cloaker.
His face looks like a skull.
Yeah. Next one is a Cockatrice.
This particular instance, no, it looks too spiky.
Yeah, it looks like a zombie dragon. Like, I don't know why it looks so dead.
Also, according to the description, it's small.
Yeah. They're apparently meant to be hatched from chicken eggs incubated by lizards.
That makes no sense.
I know, right?
But then again, it's D&D, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got something we're both somewhat familiar with, considering our recent campaign, a Codal.
Yeah, I'd probably say yeah, because these guys are cool kids.
Oh, I'd absolutely smash. Look how colourful it is.
Yeah, and the wings look so soft.
Like, imagine Mia from Monster Musume, because
Yeah.
that's all the lower half is. Like, yeah, okay, the face isn't cute, but I could get over that if it whispered sweet nothings into my ear.
Yeah, like, part of these are the personalities, and like, this is the prime example of the personality pushing it in favour for me.
That's fair. Man, this edition of the podcast is going to be weird to a lot of people, isn't it? With that being said, let's go for the instant pass crawling claw.
Yeah, like, the only benefit of this is it could give you a strange handy J, but that's about it. Like,
yeah, but look at it. It's an undead zombie hand. Ugh.
Yeah, it's an undead zombie hand. It's as likely to try and rip it off as to give it tender.
So, that said, Cyclops.
I have seen good-looking Cyclops ladies, so yes.
Well, again, we're assuming that it's got the genitalia you want, and yeah, big, buff, muscly woman. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that the actual plural of Cyclops is Cyclopes?
Why would I know this?
We've been encountering Cyclopses or Cyclopes in our other campaign, and nobody believes me.
Yeah, but it's like octopus is technically a plural of itself, right?
Yeah, there's multiples for octopus because it's a
bastardized version of Latin and Greek.
Yeah, so octopus is the original Greek, and we made it octopus to make it sound like Latin. And if we go by Greek, it should be octopodes.
So here's a free etymology lesson in our dirty podcast for y'all.
And speaking of octopuses, Dark Mantle.
It's got cold undead eyes, and for that reason, it's got to be a pass.
Yeah, it looks like a really ultra-realistic takudachi, and as much as I love takudachis and think they look really cute, this one don't. So yeah, I'm also going to pass on this.
It looks too much like just a sentient dick.
Yeah.
That being said, if we're talking about dicks, Death Knight.
Probably, yeah.
Assuming it wasn't trying to kill me, assuming that it changed its, like, unending hunt into unending fuck,
I thought you were just going to go even more crass. Unending hunt becomes unending cunt.
What? No. Then yeah, like you could even keep that fucking armor and just have what underneath be like fleshy women goodness. That makes you sound like a weirdo, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just keep most of the armor on and just purr sweet nothings with reverb.
Like here's one of the drawbacks is you can see their hand and it's definitely skeletal.
Yeah.
But again, they're a mage, so
illusion is a thing.
Yeah. if straight up illusion, if not just conjuration. But yeah, are you good with just skipping Demi-Lich because it's literally just a skull?
Yeah, Demi-Lich instant skip.
It's a pass. Let's be real.
And now we get into a big old list of demons.
Yeah, we'll skip straight past the demon lords because it's just a bunch of descriptions of personalities and basically dickheads. And
it's just a list of demons. We'll go straight to the Balor,
which is just a Balrog.
Yeah, it's a Balrog misspelled for legal purposes.
Wait, actually?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Challenge rating 19, and it's huge. You know what? Yeah, if it had the right parts, smash.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't survive, but...
Oh, no. And also, if you do defeat the Balor, it explodes into an enormous thermonuclear explosion.
Yeah, death throws. It explodes, and each creature must make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw. So get fucked, wizards.
Yep.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I want to look up art of a Balor, but, you know, sexily.
Yeah.
Next up is Balgura, not the shark.
Not Gargura, Barlgura. I'm going to say no because it's literally Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, I was also going to say no. Even if it was a woman, it would be... well, it'd look the same, except it'd have tits.
Yeah. And only when it's pregnant.
Wait,
like, gorilla tits go away.
Oh, well, again, I'm putting human characteristics on it to make it slightly less weird. But look at its mouth. It would eat you.
Yeah. It's the orcish ape mouth. Yeah, let's not. Next is the Chasme.
Yeah,
It's a fucking mosquito. No.
I'll be honest with you, it would depend on whether it smelled. Do you think it smells? I think it smells looking at it.
It also wants your blood, and that's all it wants.
Okay, but again, the assumption is they're more interested in fucking than killing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on it because of its body shape and stuff. I'm gonna assume it's more fly-like than mosquito-like, and therefore stinks. So pass.
Yeah, I'm definitely going pass. Next one is Dretch.
Pass.
Its
face is melting. It doesn't look attractive in any way. It's basically a pigman.
And it's small.
Oh shit, it isn't all.
Yeah.
Which is okay. Here's the weird part. It's small. The fly is large.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are they next to each other with their fucking image proportions so fucked up next to each other?
The images look pretty much the same. Next is the Glabrizu.
Gotta be honest with you, I think I'd smash.
Yeah, it's got all the good parts of being generically draconic and all the good parts of being generically humanoid.
And here's the thing, right? All of the scaly parts aren't the bits which you're going to be touching.
Yeah. And even the crab claws have got, like, humanoid muscles on them. I can see those being, like, very good to snuggle up with.
But who gives a fuck? Because they've also got a normal set of human arms.
Oh, yeah, that too. But the bigger ones that are even more muscly. Yeah.
You could be... Listen, you could be doing your business. You could be on the bottom while she is fending off other creatures.
Yeah.
Which, if you're on a fucking plane where there's a ton of fiends, would probably be quite a useful feature.
Yeah, totally.
Speaking of a plane of fiends, Goristro...
I'm going to go smash. He looks too much like Pig Ganon.
I'm going to go pass because I'm not really a Legend of Zelda person and all I see is pig.
Yeah. Next one is Hezro.
Assuming Hezro is the one above that looks kind of like an evil frog.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd smash.
Yeah, I'm on the fence, but towards smash. Like, depends how the sexual dimorphism goes. And then the next one is Manes.
Yeah.
Or Manes.
We don't need to dwell on that. That's a pass.
Yeah, it's just a zombie that happens to be demonic. No.
And hey, here's the first entry for a long while that straight up is a female example out the gate. It's a Marilyn.
Yeah. I think that's a smash in everyone's book.
Absolutely.
As long as she can put down the swords for long enough.
Is there a thing that says she can't drop swords, she can't be disarmed or some shit?
I've never seen her drawn without swords.
Oh, okay. She could probably draw this. Oh, well, actually, if you look at the, diagram, it almost looks as if the hilt of her sword is, attached to a bracelet on the wrist. Now, I don't know if that's just because of the angle of the drawing.
Okay, yeah. So it could be that, yeah, she can let go of it, but she can't drop it.
But at the same time, considering she's got a snake lower half, it's not going to matter, is it?
No.
And if she wants a hug, you can always, take the lead.
Yeah, totally.
Marilyn is an interesting creature in that the first time I encountered one was FF9, in case you didn't realise Final Fantasy was a D&D knockoff.
Oh, yeah. She shows up in FF1. She's one of the 4 fiends.
Oh, she's one of the 4 fiends in FF9. Except...
I think it's exactly the same 4 fiends. You got what? Marilyn, Lich,
Tiamat.
Yeah, Tiamat for wind, and then...
You can get the water one, come on.
It's not Cagnazo, is it?
No, it's Kraken.
Oh, the Kraken, yeah.
But yeah, it's in FF9, she's a he, or if she's not a he, she gets referred to as he, at least in the game I played. They might have changed that. Completely.
And also, her sprite is Gash, yeah.
And it's completely red.
Yeah.
Like, as expected, they're meant to be a fire demon, right?
Yeah. I mean, even completely red is fine.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll dwell on that a bit. I've never heard of this creature before.
You have seen a female one.
Oh, it's just a male banshee.
Nope. Albedo in Overlord.
Yeah, but Albedo don't look like that.
No. It's implied that her true form looks a lot more like this than is very comfortable for anyone.
I just honestly assumed, by the way that they spoke about her, that she was a succubus.
Yeah, so, she behaves as one, but she doesn't have the powers of one. Her actual powers is that of an elfish nature. She's meant to be this big old hairy gorilla that's enormous and has a massive mouth, which is why whenever she gets really annoyed or really horny, her mouth is really wide.
Okay.
It's not actually a error of animation. It's meant to be.
I never thought it was an error of animation. It's just no offense to anime here, but exaggerated facial features during extreme moments of emotion are not uncommon.
Yeah, but yeah, it was meant to be. It's intentional. So generally I'm saying no, based entirely on the fact that, yeah, this just looks like a giant orc head on a bit of a pig body.
Well, bear in mind, in D&D rules, it can't make itself look like a sexy lady.
Yeah.
In fact, by the looks of things, this one might be a lady.
Maybe. Yeah, I'd unfortunately have to say no.
Yeah, it's a pass from me. Also, the chaotic evil, so you know they're going to be a selfish lover.
Yep.
Also, look at those claws. You can't hug with those.
No. Next one is a Quasit.
I gotta be honest with you, I think I'd smash.
The face looks a bit too dead eyes for me, so I think I'm going to pass. This is going to be our second disagreement, and we're on opposite sides again to the previous one. So we've now equaled out.
It's just like, I gotta be honest with you. Again, give it more feminine features, but like, I think I could get over the face. Like, I probably wouldn't have a blowjob from it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Otherwise you'd end up with cornrows down your knob.
I don't. No, your dick's not surviving that. Nah.
No.
And also, if it was okay with being on the bottom, I don't think I want this one on top and just watching it flop. But yeah, I get that a smash. It's a challenge rating 1, so you could probably take it in a fight.
Donkey punch.
Yeah. That being said, Shadow Demon.
It's probably a smash, ain't it? Because it's just mostly human with, okay, the face is slightly grotesque, but like not out of order, you know?
Yeah, I'd give it a smash. Like, Shadow Demon looks literally like the giant fucking Heartless at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
And even just thinking of that and just giving it more feminine features, it's like, yeah, I could, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's something I can't quite equate in my mind of Rock.
I think it's one that we're both going to be on the fence about.
No, I'm fucking passing on this.
Okay.
It looks too much like those flesh gargoyle type things from Dark Souls 1, and those things are gross.
Right, okay, yeah, I get you, yeah, it's just a black one of those, yeah.
I mean, it's got flesh and it's got feathers on its wings, but it's just, I don't know, I like a bit more meat, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, it has a beak on its face, and I don't know what it is about beaks, but they're like, I know I've smashed some things that have beaks, but in this particular instance, it looks quite vicious.
So yeah, I'm on the fence, on the side of maybe, probably pass, and yeah, you've probably convinced me into pass.
I'm sorry.
Next one is Yoklol.
Okay, it's a shape changer, smash even.
It's one of those, like, it's a form that resembles a female drow or giant spouter or back into its true form. Yeah, female drow is just auto smash. We don't know that it's a weird goopy tree.
I'll be honest with you, even if it was a weird goopy tree, if it had a cute voice.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hang on, let's have a look here. Yeah, it's not innately like venomous or anything, so like you're not going to hurt yourself by fucking it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I can see it. So yeah, auto smash. And then we get into devils.
Yeah, we need to scroll down a little while to actually get the pictures. And first up, we have a barb devil.
Maybe.
I'm going to pass because it looks like you'd hurt yourself.
Yeah, it looks too difficult to avoid getting skewered.
Like you could, it would have to go on top for one thing, so you'd have to just watch it as it rides.
Yeah.
And no offense to any barb devils in the world, but not for me.
Yep. Next one is bearded devil.
I don't know if you can get female bearded devils, but if you could, I think I could look around the beard and make do.
Yeah, I too have seen that episode of Futurama with a bearded lady.
I don't know the one you're on about.
Okay, there's a bearded lady in a freak show who's really cute, and Fry says, "Why don't you just shave the beard off?" And she basically says, "No, it's my entire identity."
Well, it's like that was a real thing. There was I think it was a strong man fell in love with the bearded lady, and he straight up said, look, I really love you, but I can't get over the beard. And it's like, well, we can't shave the beard off because then we're living on one income, yours. And it's like, oh, well, what the fuck do we do? And, well, she shaved the beard off and she got covered in tattoos, and she was the first tattooed woman.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that one.
That's the story I've heard. It could be bollocks. I never verified it, but look it up. I'm pretty sure. Like the first tattooed woman on a travelling circus.
Yeah. Next one is the Bone Devil. It looks too much like a xenomorph. It's going to be a pass from me.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Then there's no redeeming qualities.
But it does look really cool. Look at it.
It looks very cool. It also doesn't look like it has any genitalia, really.
No. Like, you can tell that the artist really liked it because he gave it... not only did he draw it, he drew the head from 2 additional angles.
Yeah. Also, listen, if we're going for aesthetics, I do like the addition of, like, fly wings on demons.
Yeah. Like, a lot of the time, like, in this particular one, it looks really good because it's already kind of like emaciated and lightweight. Plus, it also fits the color scheme really well, with it being obviously fly wings are translucent, and this thing is like white with small amounts of red, and the red bits are the not only the highlights on like the bone claws and stuff, but they're also the veins and the wings.
Yeah, well, for a long time in the codexes, the Tyrannid Gene Stealers were painted to look exactly like this color scheme. It's a good scheme.
It's peak 2-color scheme plus shadows.
Yeah. It's nice to see red as a highlight on something that's not black.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, moving on, we have the Chain Devil. Yeah, absolutely smash if it was a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only is it a buff person, some people are into whips and chains.
Yeah, I think it also kind of depends as well. I think I might default to on the fence if those chains cannot be removed.
Yeah.
Because those are visceral looking, and I don't think you'd have a fun time. Unless you're into that. I'm not.
And next we get onto one which I think is an auto smash from both of us, Erinez.
Man, it's just a Japanese Oni.
Yeah. She's got the good old Valkyrie wings. She's literally Velka the Bloody again. Yeah,
it's absolutely a smash. Like, I'd want her to be in her armor, tie me up, and then, I don't think I want to describe anymore. But you get what
we can infer, yeah. Next one is the Horned Devil.
Smash.
Yeah, a female one of those is definitely a smash. It's basically the most, apologies to any devils in chat, but the most basic bitch devil there is.
I mean, you're saying that. I shit you not. I don't know what I've bought from Etsy to have this be on my recommended. But I clicked on the link because I said, what the fuck is this? Because it was 200 quid, Rick. And it was just like, packed with a demon. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What are you selling? And I looked at it, and it was a picture of a snake around an apple. And I was like, what are you buying? I don't understand. And I looked at the description, and it's like, I'm a witch, and I will make a pact with a demon, in this particular instance, Lilith, on your behalf. You do not have to sell your soul, but you do have to make an agreement with them. And I'm like, who the fuck is buying this?
Oh boy, that is... Ooh.
I didn't share a link because I'm like, nah, that's too fucking weird even for you guys. But,
that is scamming stupid people.
A pack... 200 quid, Rick!
Yeah. Oh boy.
And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What can I say?
But yeah, the next one is an Ice Devil.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence.
I'm on team probably nope, because again, it's just that bit too much bug-like for me.
Yeah, that's one of the problems, because I think the body is fine. I could live with that, but the head is literally just straight up a praying mantis, and I don't think I could deal.
Yeah, especially knowing what praying mantises get up to.
I mean, I've seen an image of a scantily clad praying mantis girl in the vein of Monster Musume.
Oh yeah,
and she's half dressed, and she's like, I think the exact quote is, don't worry about what we're doing after, just focus on now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
don't worry,
no.
don't worry, I'm already full.
Alright, next up we got Imp.
I think that's going to be a smash, ain't it? If there's a lady Imp.
I mean, yeah, I've seen Haluva Boss. You've seen Haluva Boss.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. Like, even in the art book here, like, it's a very live frame. I get it. The only problem is they are classed as tiny in D&D world. So,
well, size play is a thing.
And also, the scorpion tail is a bit off-putting.
A little bit, but they can, do something about it. Put a sock on the end or something. Oh man, that sounds really cute now that I think about it.
Okay. They are a shape changer, but they can turn into a rat, a raven, or a spider. I don't want to fuck any of those creatures.
No. Just turn into one of them to get somewhere without being discovered, and then back into cute form.
Oh no.
Next one is a blob monster, a lemur.
You know what? If it's a female, maybe.
Yeah, it's basically just a ditto, isn't it?
Technically, it can't shape change.
Yeah, it's a ditto that's stuck in base form.
I think it depends on, like, according to the rules, you won't hurt yourself by fucking it.
Yeah, because they're not made of acid or anything.
However, I don't think they can technically be female. I think they have to be, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Seeing as they can't shape change, I think I'm going to change to a pass, because I don't think you can really do much apart from, like, fucking sludge, which doesn't sound like a fun time.
Yeah. I'm also on pass.
How the fuck did I convince myself to change my mind?
By reading more into it and, like, looking at this gross pink abomination that looks like it looks like late 2010s Games Workshop equivalent of Slanesh when they're trying to
we can't show titty or cock.
Yeah. The best we can do is one tit that's covered up and the other side is male. Yeah, we've got to make sure that all sides are covered. And yeah. So next one is the Pit Fiend.
Oh, definitely a smash.
Yeah, it's basically a Baylor, but with less detail.
It's also only large.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Baylor, less detail, and yeah, I can see a female one of these looking rather tidy. So yeah, smash from me as well. Spined Devil.
I think we come into the same issue we had with the Barbed.
This one looks a little more soft.
Yeah, but the spines are still gonna, like, what angle are you gonna fuck this thing from?
Yeah, like, I think this is the only spiky, horny one that you can be on top of.
I don't think you can.
Well, if you look at the inside, where like the chest and the inner arm, like, they're all smooth.
Yeah, but the problem would be it lying on its back.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to use a waterbed, are you?
I don't know. Mind you, I've got to be honest with you, I could probably, if it was on top, I could probably make do just watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just like shagging a Sonic.
You know what? If it can manage it, I'd say smash.
Yeah. Like, I'm pro smash on this guy.
We're moving on to Dinosaurs, which I think is going to be a mostly blanket, obvious answers.
Yeah, just looking at them, there's Allosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Plesiosaurus, Pteranodon, Triceratops, and T-Rex.
I think this is a sketch section for people into vor and nothing else.
Or people who are super into bestiality.
I guess, like, assuming they could talk, like, I think that takes away a lot of that. I don't even know how you describe it, but, you know, fucked upness.
Yeah, like, I think the Plesiosaur, you can see it just being Lapras, and, like, you can be tender with a Lapras, but maybe you shouldn't be, because it is just a Plesiosaur.
Again, Pokemon's that weird one where I always add the caveat of, like, all you need is a psychic Pokemon, and you can talk.
All you need is one psychic type to translate between you, or even just for that Pokemon to have some psychic moves, and I think Lapras does.
Well, no, I don't think it works that way. I think you have to have the psychic type talk.
Okay. But yeah, next we have the Displacer Beast, and that's just ditto from this. It's just more creature type thing. So I'm going to say pass on the Displacer Beast, because it's just a panther with extra tentacles.
It does have to be a pass, unfortunately. Now, if it was like a Centaur, like, I know I gave shit about the Centaur earlier, but, like, I don't know, the form is a bit different. But it's not, so pass.
Yep. Doppelganger, I think, has got to be an auto smash, ain't it?
I think, for the sake of fairness, you have to condemn it to its base form.
But the base form can be, like, one or the other gender, can't it? Because, like, they basically got a choice of base form, which is the one that they just revert to.
Well, let's put it this way: if we allow it to shape change, yeah, it's an auto smash because it could be anything you want. If we don't allow it to shape change, big hard pass from me.
I mean, okay, I feel you. Like, the way that it looks specifically there with specifically masculine is a bit of a pass, but I don't know. Yeah, it's I'm still, like, on the fence on the side of in favor. So yeah, it's probably going to be a smash.
Fair enough.
Next is Draco Lich. I think that's auto pass.
Yeah, it has to be because it's just a zombie dragon.
Apologies to any zombies in chat.
We're not live. There's no chat. Young Red Shadow Dragon.
Man, that's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Listen. Is there even any point in going through the dragons? Because I think we smashed them all.
Yeah, we smashed them all.
Except for, like, the Dragonlings, because they're kids.
Yeah, the Dragonlings are kids. But it's one of those, like, in the lore, the chromatic ones, so, like, the red ones, blue ones, whatever, they tend not to go with the shape changing, whereas the chromatic ones, the metallic ones, the like, gold, silver, whatever, they tend to like shape changing because they want to integrate into society.
Okay, but Rick, I'll be absolutely honest with you, right? I don't care. Dragons are smart, intelligent creatures. I would bang a dragon in dragon form.
Yeah. I think Black Dragon might be the only one that you might not want to fuck with, just based on the personality.
But again, assuming consent, like, I think that probably means that you're never leaving, but I might not want to.
Yeah. And if you do try and leave to get some bread, you're going to get acid breathed on you.
Yeah, but what if I just go, dear, I'm just getting some bread, and she's like, I'll send a servant. I'm like, okay, but the servants take a week.
Yep. The servants take a week and have a tendency of going missing.
That being said, I'd probably pass on the Dragon Turtle.
The Dragon Turtle? I'm not scrolled
It's the very last entry, and it comes under dragons, therefore.
Yeah, I've not scrolled that far. Red, white, adult white, young white.
It's page 120.
Ancient brass. Scrolling. That's a lot of scrolling.
Like, it's just a snapping turtle, but fucking massive.
Yeah. I will also say no. Apparently they got, like, steam.
Yeah, it's their breath weapon, which kind of makes... It makes sense. You don't want to give a dragon turtle a proper breath weapon, because then it'd be, like, equivalent to real dragons. But steam, yeah, I can let that slide.
Yeah, because it's, like, halfway between fire and water.
Yeah.
So it's basically what you would get if a fire type was predominantly living in the water and they just came to the surface and burped.
Yeah. Moving on, we've got...
Drider.
Yeah, fucking smash.
Yeah, totally. Like, we've all seen Rhaenyra.
That's literally it, man. Rhaenyra is hands down my favourite of the main group. Obviously, if you start adding Mon in, it gets a bit muddy. But yeah, like, I don't know, if you're into bondage, they've got that. They've always got dominant personalities. And like, even going by fucking Dark Souls, I know we're supposed to be going strictly from the D&D manual, but even going by Dark Souls, fucking Quelaag, if you'd cut out the spider part, she's hot as fuck.
Yep. Man, isn't that one of Rhaenyra's big hang-ups, that anyone who's attracted to her is she thinks that they're just attracted to her having big tits, and then Kimi Hito's like, I like legs.
I don't think that's one of her big hang-ups. Her big hang-up is that people instantly hate her because Spider.
Yeah, like, they hate her because Spider, and anybody that does like her is only because of the human half.
Yeah, except the only person who's shown any interest in her is Kirihito, so...
Yeah.
That being said, in D&D world, their top halves are literally just Drow, so...
Yeah, just Drow.
Moving on, we've got Dryads.
Auto smash.
Absolutely, man. Like, anyone who knows anything about Dryads, fuck yeah. If you don't know anything about Dryads and just going by the monster manual, look at them.
Yeah, it's just a fey lady who smells like herbs. That's win.
Absolutely. Don't accidentally, like, step on a leaf they really appreciate.
No. Unless you're prepared to make it up. Next one is the Dwergar. This is just a deep dwarf. I'm going to go with smash.
I don't know, like, this might make me sound awful, but the way that it's drawn does not look very flattering.
I mean, that's just a male one.
I know, but even a female one, like, the hair looks like cotton buds.
I think that's actually rather charming.
I'd have to see artwork of a female one, so I'm going to go on the fence.
Just a curly-haired Dwergar lady with cotton bud hair. It's like, okay, actually, yeah, that just sounded like a grandma, but okay.
Yeah. Like, I like muscle women. I even like older women, but I don't know. I just don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yep. And then we get into the elementals.
All right, let's go through this one by one. There's only 4.
Air elemental.
If you, assuming these things could somehow be fuckable, actually, even with an air one, I'd pass.
Yeah, like with the air one, like the best you're going to get is directed high pressure. Like, probably not. Like, it's going to be a no for pretty much all of these, isn't it? So the earth elemental, it's just a rock.
Well, I'll be honest with you. The earth elemental, if you could somehow give it something nice and soft to stick your dick in, I probably would.
The trouble is, that's going to be soil, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but if it's sentient soil,
you're defending sentient soil.
If it's sentient soil that looks like a woman, I probably would. Okay, I'm not proud of that statement, but nonetheless, it has been made.
Fair enough. Fire elemental, auto, nope.
Yeah, burn your cock off.
Yeah. And water elemental, it's the closest thing to maybe from me, but still probably no, because it just looks like the sea with a face.
Well, again, that's the problem with these elementals. The only one that looks like a being is the earth one. All the others are just weird faces.
Yeah, it's just a conglomerate of something with a face on it.
Yeah, water I definitely not, because it looks like it's in pain.
Yeah. And then we get onto the Drow.
There's like 700 fucking entries, but it's just Drow in general, and the answer's fucking obviously yes.
Yes. And if you've not looked into Drow, then they are a matriarchal society, so the ladies are always going to be on top.
And I was going to say, like, if I was given the option, I'd probably definitely go for the priestess, because you know they'd be demanding. And I don't know why, but that does something to my brain.
Yeah, weirdly, I prefer the priestess to the matriarch, because the priestess is just that she's got that little bit more ambition, whereas the matriarch is already on top and knows it.
Oh, it wasn't even that. It's just because priestess is the highest rank you have in the monster manual.
Yeah.
But yeah, next up we've got something that we've kind of touched on before, in that it's basically a demigod.
Yeah, so this is the Empyrean. It's the celestial children of the gods of the upper plane, universally beautiful, statuesque, and self-assured. This is an auto smash, ain't it? Really?
I'm slightly on the fence, based only on the fact that they might be super narcissistic. Like base level smash. However, if you get a bitch one,
it's just going to be female Homelander, ain't it?
Homelander's a proper fucking problem.
Yeah.
And I know you know Homelander's a problem despite not watching the damn thing. Like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
No. If it's if a gender bent Homelander, yeah, they're fucking pretty. I'd love to fuck them, but bigger problems if you do.
Yep.
An age-old adage, which I think every man and woman, come to think of it, should stick to. Either don't stick your dick in crazy, and for fuck's sake, don't let crazy stick its dick in you.
Oh, no. However, there is always the temptation.
I get the temptation. Crazy people are usually incredibly attractive. However,
Yeah.
you probably should. No, not probably. You definitely shouldn't.
Man, all I can think of is the overly attached girlfriend. Oh,
Well,
she's
again,
a very cute lady.
no, she's all right, but I think most you gotta be incredibly unattractive for me to find you unattractive.
Fair enough. How are we doing for time now?
Well, okay, I wasn't going to mention it because, I can't cut. We've got 4 minutes, so let's finish up E and then be done, yeah?
Sure. So, let me next get into the Ettercap.
As it's drawn in the monster manual, it's a pass.
Yeah, ditto. Pass from me.
However, I'm not objecting to a potential spider-like creature. It's just, this particular one.
Yep. And the next one is the Etin.
I don't know.
Yeah, ditto, because the way that it's drawn makes it look like it's difficult to make a good-looking lady out of. And also, I don't know if I could please two personalities at once.
Here's one of my biggest issues, right? I don't think Etins have good personal hygiene, no matter what gender they are.
True.
Which makes me want to know. Any hair they have is probably matted, and they probably haven't washed for a month.
Yeah.
And they,
I think.
And even if you did fuck one, as you said, they've got a dual personality. They probably like different things, and you're gonna have one fucking upset with you by the end.
Yeah. So sorry to end Ease on a low note, but I think the Etin is going to be a bit of a pass from both of us, isn't it? Yeah.
It's got to be. We could probably get away with doing F. There's only like 4 entries.
Yeah. So the fairy dragon. The only reason I'm passing on this is because it's tiny.
I would smash because I've watched it in the Species Reviewer, and I would absolutely fuck the fairy receptionist. So this is no different.
Okay. Yeah, it's just that combined with dragon. Yeah, I can see it. Like they're very free-spirited and chaotic. Like this one is chaotic good, apparently.
I'll put it this way, right? I would only fuck green and up. So green, blue, indigo,
plus,
or violet, because that's the only way you can be safe. And assuming that's met and they're eager, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I just thought of a fucking snuffy joke. Fucking
what?
Just keep it with you at all times in a jar. Alright, moving on. Flame Skull, probably a safe pass from both of us.
Yeah, it's basically a demi-lich on fire. One after this is a really weird one. Flumph.
Assuming you could have sex with it.
Yeah.
I probably would, yes.
Yeah, I'm pro Flumph. They're
the eye stalks put me off, not gonna lie, but I think I can make do.
They're good eggs. I'm pro Flumph.
Well, as it always says, the age-old adage of trust a Flump.
Yeah.
If a Flump wants to fuck you, there's probably a damn good reason.
Yeah. And the next one is the Fomorian.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, it just looks like it just looks like stereotypical baddie.
Well, okay, listen. Here's the first fucking line, right? The most hideous and wicked of all giant kind are the godless Fomorians, whose deformed bodies reflect their vile demeanours. So they look disgusting because inside their hearts they are wicked and vile. And also, I'm gonna assume they don't bathe.
Yeah, one of their traits is called ruined flesh, evil minds. Yeah, let's go on the lore on this one and just pass.
Okay, we're on the very last one, which is going to be very awkward because it's literally fungi.
Yep. The gas spore, I think, is an auto pass.
I don't think we can really do these because they're fungus. They're not sentient.
Yeah. Gas spore, no. Shrieker, no. Violet fungus, no.
And
there are fungi that are sentient, but they're not classed in the fungi bit of the monster manual.
Like, for fuck's sake, if you took the fungus men or fungus creatures from Dark Souls, I probably would. Like, there's that really nice, sweet old grandma one, which, okay, bit weird, I'll admit, but I would.
Elizabeth the Mushroom, yeah.
Yeah, which, I know I'm outing myself as a fucking weirdo, but I don't give a fuck. That's kind of part of the reason we started the podcast. And, we're going to end there, so congratulations if you made it this far. We've done A to F.
Yeah.
And, we're probably going to we could probably split this up into 3 episodes and spread it out.
Oh, there's more than one monster manual as well, so if we run out of material in this one, we can always move on on to the other ones.
Oh, I definitely think we're going to do the Pokedex at some point.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah. But finally, Rick, we have an official nonsense retrospective after dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, because, yeah, that real first episode's never seen the light of day.
That was before we coined the retrospective as well, so it was a nonsense review after dark.
It was when we did an experimental phase, in case people are wondering.
Yeah, and that was the only one that failed.
Yeah, everything sort of went well. Like, we've done another... Well, the wrestling one kind of flopped, but I cut it up so it kind of worked.
Yeah, it's one of those. Even the shit ones worked, apart from that.
I mean, we had the Nonsense Review comparative episode. That was birthed from that. And, yeah, Nonsense Retrospective is probably the famous one, the very podcast you're listening to right now, which spawned from us doing a Pokemon chat.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we can't really do MVP. Well, okay, we can't do MVP and all that shit because of the nature of this, but I think we can do something.
Sure.
Out of the entries that we've picked, who would be your number one Smash?
Probably the Erin, yes.
Okay.
Because as much as I would like to just default to Dryad or one of the Angels, I think they're all too good, girl.
Wait, sorry, which one?
The Erinias, the Asian demon Valkyrie lady.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was also going to pick a demon. Yeah, I get it.
How about you?
Oh, the Cambion.
Okay.
Which, is very similar in taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, hopefully you guys know what kind of fucking freaks we are now.
Unfortunately, there are so many nopes that I've not tracked which one was the nopiest nope.
I mean, literally, we've got the Carrion Crawler, fucking just a giant fuck-off bug, no. And even the most recent one of the Fangorian, which, no. Evil in mind, evil in flesh.
Yeah, maybe the Death Tyrant.
Maybe, but we kind of skipped the Death Tyrant, didn't we? Because, again, it's just a giant floating skull, which is kind of not a fair one.
Yeah, we kind of skipped that as a universal nope. We've gone through 3 floating skulls, the Death Tyrant, the Demi-Lich, and the Flame Skull.
Even if they weren't undead, all you've got really is, a mouth.
Yeah.
But they're also just a mouth and they're undead, so...
So, yeah. Well, if you made it this far, as always, you're our favourite people. If you'd like to get in touch with us on YouTube, we have the comment section down below, and on our audio platforms, you can send us an email, which will be sent to...
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Yeah, and we will be delighted to see you again for another nonsense review or nonsense retrospective. It's going to be a goodbye from me.
And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, if you've listened to this whole episode, you're a fucking freak. We'll see you next week.
Laters.